2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Clippers taking on the Lakers. For the Clippers, they feel really lucky, losing only once in the last 9 games, doing the little things to get wins. They want to keep things going in the right direction. Lakers, Clippers, coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. Chris Webber is joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. And here's a look at the numbers for LeBron.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, for the last few years, the Lakers have been in some turmoil in Los Angeles. Now, they have had some tough luck with injuries that set them back some. But inconsistent effort, execution, and roster construction was also a concern. But a summer of moves that was topped by acquiring Anthony Davis has drastically improved the roster. The question remains, though, have they done enough to now contend in the West? Kevin?
A lot riding on it. Thanks, David. Chris, looking back, you played on a few Christmas days. What was your personal favorite?
Well, I'll tell you, anytime you can beat 2 Hall of Famers and a Hall of Fame coach, you know, that's a special time. So anytime you can beat Shaq, Kobe, and Phil Jackson is pretty special. I remember beating the Lakers on the road a couple of times there for Christmas, and it's so special because it's the one day you know the basketball world is tuned into you, and you know everyone's at home playing with their train sets, their remote control cars, their dolls, and they're taking a little time to hang out with you. It's really cool playing on Christmas Day.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Under down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's George in at the 3. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green is out there with Avery Bradley. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low. Now here's LeBron. He turned in an outstanding game against Denver. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the Clippers. They're stuck in the same spot, still outside the top 3.
And when you look at the Lakers, they've used the doubters as fuel for this season's strong showing. Night after night, each guy plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Leonard, the pass to George. He kicks it to Williams. Teardrop shot. James left side. He feeds it to McGee. And stolen by Harrell. Leonard attacking. And Davis sends it back. Dunk by James.
That's just amazing control from James right there. A superb ball handler for a guy his size.
Here's George. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards too.
And the basket is good.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor. That's a quality all great scorers have.
And perhaps the most shocking news of the NBA offseason, Greg, the trade of Paul George. Nobody saw that coming.
Took a ransom of draft picks to get him off the Thunder. Kawhi Leonard recruited him to join him on the Clippers, and Paul obliged by demanding the trade. Came together quickly and caused a major power shift in the West.
Here's Beverly following the basket. basket by LeBron James. Just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Rebound the Lakers. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
Yeah, the offense looked cohesive last night. Whatever challenge the opposition presented, they answered with confidence.
Clippers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Williams passes to Harrell. Outside, George. Outside, Williams. Shoots from the elbow. And Davis pulls it down.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Lakers working the ball around now. Back to James. Beyond the arc. And Davis can't get it to go.
Strong D on the perimeter. That's how you got to play.
Here's George. Great D that time from James.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
To the inside. Davis kicks to LeBron. On the wing, James. Outside Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And growing up, Chris, LeBron James always looked up to Michael Jordan, following in his footsteps. And like his idol, LeBron having success in the movies as well.
No one better to take that starring role. I mean, blockbusters, comedies. When his playing days are done, LeBron will continue to entertain.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Caldwell Pope, who's checked in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Bradley. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Clippers trail by 8. Shamet on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And that one's good, Shamet.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
The drive by Rondo. Here's Davis. The shot comes out, and the Clippers will go the other way with it. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Staying with your game plan is so important, especially when you are away from your home arena.
Here's Rondo after the Clippers pick up 2. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. 1:31 left to play in the first. Here's Lynn. Rebound the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
They had them in their heels the whole game. The intensity of their defense was a key factor.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
58 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Down low. That ball's nice speed that time from George.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
Rondo kicks to Caldwell Pope. Here's Davis. Good on the 13-footer. Davis has got 6.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. And that one's good. George has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Lynn against Rondo. Kuzma outside. Rondo looking around. 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Davis. And it's Lynn with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they do.
that concludes the first quarter of play. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me in my darkest days. I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine. So,
well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball, here on 2K Sports. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Shamet and George at the 2 and the 3. Ivica Zubac is out there with Jermichael Green, and it's Lynn in at the 1.
Yeah, Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
How great the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams, 1/3 of the league's All-NBA selections, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning All-Star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective, only 8 players have ever done that in league history.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. LeBron comes in for Anthony Davis. Green, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Kawhi Leonard comes in for George. Williams, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jeremy Lin.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch. Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Lakers shooting their first free throw tonight.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
Free throw, no good for LeBron. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending the guard and the pick and roll throws, he fights through that pick. And as a guard or an offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of the rule. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hand in the cookie jar? Yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury, Kev.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Lakers parting ways with their head athletic trainer from last season and hoping for more health this year.
Wow. Well, we all know it's a result-oriented business. I mean, luck can play a big role with injuries, believe me. Teams count on their training staff to keep players in the game.
Both free throws, good from Beverly.
Well, in overtime, Beverly has established himself as just a defensive specialist, juggernaut, an absolute pest who plays his tail off on both ends of the floor.
James, the pass to McGee. LeBron against Leonard. It's LeBron with the drive. And here's Green outside. Rebound by Harrell. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 8-point game. Inside. Here's Green. Second chance shot. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Lakers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Floats it up for James. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, all you have to do is lob it up to James. His timing on these alley-oops is incredible.
Clippers trail by 10. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Kuzma. Williams kicks to Harrell. On the wing, Williams. Guarded by Kuzma. Williams' shot is off. Lakers have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. And finished off by LeBron.
You got to be in awe, James. An offensive juggernaut. He's caught fire here tonight.
Here is Williams playing Oklahoma City. He was nearly unstoppable. Pass to Leonard. And that one goes long. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Green with the block. Here's Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly. Just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord. Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I can watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. It's so many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, that's your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have through some type of mobile device, I just love it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
An elite passer in his position. And James always seems to make the right decision.
Clippers trail by 15. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
James against Leonard, and he makes that one. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Shoots from the block. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Beverly finds Davis. A shot, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And that one's good. Beverly.
His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
Well, you look at Leonard. He stands at number 2 in the Western Conference. The fans giving him the backing he deserves.
No doubt about it. And it's been an outstanding campaign for him, and he's got to be a part of that starting lineup.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. James with the bucket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Clippers trail by 13. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Beverly. 11 points for him in that last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
LeBron passes to McGee. Kicks to Davis. And here is Green. LeBron outside. Pass to Bradley. Lets it go from deep. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 4 assists now tonight.
showing his range off there. Bradley knows he has the touch needed to connect way outside.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more in store for you right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is Bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 17 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. There was a lot to like about his first 2 quarters in this one. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
More often than not, Ernie, LeBron tries to involve his teammates early. But he came in ready to shoulder the load tonight. Terrific all-around performance in the first half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Ernie, I don't use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. They're serious about cutting into this deficit. It's gut check time. You hear that, Ernie? My gut. You got to check your gut, Ernie. Gut check time, Ernie.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for the Lakers right now, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee, and it's Bradley in at the point. Now here's George, following the miss by
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Here's LeBron.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
And reportedly, LeBron James spends over $1 million a year just on training and maintaining his body.
Money well spent. For his age, the most minutes played in NBA history, he's doing everything possible to extend his prime.
The first free throw is good. Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, for the ones that aren't stuck in there and are tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action, and this time, too, you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up with some jokes or just flat out talking trash. But sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's going to make this free throw. Don't push me too hard. I got to get this one.
They say that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Don't push me all the way.
What was the response?
He pushed me into the basket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. And those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And there it is for him.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just the score from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. Rajon Rondo is checked in for the Lakers. Leonard against Davis. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. On the wing, George. 5 to shoot. And it's denied.
Average shot blocker. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical more to redirect shots.
Yeah, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Outside Rondo. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Kuzma, that's good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something. And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
And for the Lakers, 6 straight seasons outside the playoffs. Can you believe it's the worst record in the NBA over that span? I mean, for the league's premier franchise, it's not what they're accustomed to.
No good that time. And the Lakers going the other way now. Kuzma outside. Rondo finds Howard. Here's Caldwell Pope. Zubac's defending. The Clippers grab the miss.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And George, here we go. And he gets the bucket. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Here's Rondo, back to Davis. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And the Lakers have an illustrious past, Chris, but they can't rest on their laurels.
Yeah, you're right, Ted. Teams around the league are getting more advanced with their scouting. The Lakers taking steps to ensure they remain on the cutting edge.
Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And that one falls for Davis. Clippers trail by 17. Here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. Kuzma outside. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Howard. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Howard's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's George. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Great value in rim protection, Chris. Talk about some of the characteristics that you have seen and you use yourself in being a good shot blocker.
Well, your reputation precedes you as a shot blocker. So as a shot blocker, you've already blocked enough shots that everyone knows, hey, I'm Rudy Gobert. Don't come here in here unless you want to get that shot swatted out of the way. My name's Joel Embiid. Did you see my highlights of last game? So really what I'm saying is a shot blocker is always in your thought process. I still have nightmares about Mutombo. Oh, come on, let's
I bet.
Go to the next. Go to the next one, please. Come on. Get off shot blockers.
Howard kicks to Green. 6 to shoot. Caldwell Pope outside. No good with the triple.
If you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time.
George against Caldwell Pope. Now here's Green. Defense is right there. Over Green. And that one's good. Green's got his first points of the game. Lakers leading by 13. Passes it to Howard. Kuzma against George. Green with the block.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
George against Kuzma. On the wing, George. He's got 12. Over in the corner, Beverly. Over Green. Great tee that time from Green. Here's Kuzma. No good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll return shortly.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. Paul George is out there with Jermichael Green, and it's Harrell in at the 5. They kick it out to Green. LeBron outside, and here's Bradley from 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Now, he hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing, he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score. A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And Beverly kicks to George. From deep, Green. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Here's James in, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor, and looking for more.
Their system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
And the Clippers call time here.
Well, it's rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Jermichael Green. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He is not pleased. He told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move. I've got to pull the plug. Good blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
That's just crazy athleticism from James. His vertical is through the roof.
Lakers leading by 14. And the dunk by James.
They've got this lead because at the top of his game, he has been restoring it.
Leonard, that's for 2. He drains the quick shot.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Green passes to Bradley. Dishes it to Howard. Lakers working the ball around now. Bradley deciding where to go with it. No good from outside.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Timeout called the Lakers. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces. He can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
Bradley dishes to Green. Bradley against Beverly. Green left side. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Here is Howard. From the arc. And there's Green on the assist by Howard. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. A three from Leonard. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
And there's the ball on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Davis is checked in for Dwight Howard. Outside, Green. This one for three. And another three for the Lakers.
Oh, nice look by Bradley, moving into the open man.
And the Clippers call time here. And Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
Clippers trail by 17. Williams for three. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that. But either way, it's a tough shot.
Here's Davis. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And another three for the Clippers.
There's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the three at a ridiculous rate.
LeBron with it. George picks him up. Paul George with the steal. For the three. That one's in there. The Lakers leaders cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Leonard.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such concern.
In the corner, Bradley with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in. Clippers trail by 8. George looking around. And another three for the Clippers.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're up by 5. A minute 20 left to play here in the fourth. A minute 20 left in the game. Bradley drives in and just miss after miss right now. The Clippers have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Connects from three-point range.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
And they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And there's the pass to LeBron. And it's sent back by Leonard.
In a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
And here's George for three. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
To the middle. Here's LeBron. And it's sent back by Leonard. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's stolen by Davis. And they go to the intentional foul. And the Lakers call time here. They're leading by 1. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. So it's the Lakers now. So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Always an adventure from the line. One of the few blemishes in Howard's career.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 2. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's George. Beverly looking around. To take the lead. Bullseye!
And that is just a huge bucket from Beverly. I mean, he just has a knack for coming through in big ways for his squad.
And the rejection by Hill. Get that out of here. Stuffed it and grabs the rock. The one-man stunt, so it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Well, Jets now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Well, it looked like everybody was having fun. It looked like you were really feeling it. Did you get into a flow out there?
I did. I got hot. I was looking for the ball, looking at big plays. The shots were falling.
I know you expect that to happen every night. You did tonight. Thanks, Paul. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.